The Underdog Overdrive. Now, here's what I want to talk to you about. Have you ever seen somebody who comes across as an outsider? See, we always see these people and we say to ourselves, or maybe to them, man, if he would just do this, or if he would just do that, he would just do one thing different, he would be perfect. He would be, wow, that person. Well, a lot of times these people come from a background of survival in emotionally unstable environments. Many times they come from rich families who were the established family in the community. And so these young people, these kids, would see this from a young age, and they would see the stagnation of people who are established. See, when you are established as a person of influence or a person of power, everybody expects you to act a certain way. So when you are established as a person who is the person that does things the right way or does things a certain way, everything is expected to operate in a certain way, and everybody expects that out of you. And when you break outside of that box, you're not only a bad person, but you are just looked down on and despised. So it's a very stagnant situation. And so what people realize, people who are seen as outsiders and the underdog, they see that they want to be able to express themselves freely in life. And when they do something according to convention, or when they act right, then they're a hero because they weren't ever expected to act right. So they put themselves in a lot more stable situation in another way, because nobody expects them to act right, and when they do, that's a great thing. But generally in their life, they're seen as the person who just won't ever do what they're supposed to do. And that allows them to have freedom to express themselves. And it also allows them to have favor with other people. Because a lot of people feel inferior in so many ways. And when somebody comes across as imperfect, it makes them more comfortable. And I've noticed this with so many people. When you come across as imperfect to them, it makes them comfortable, and they'll open up to you, and you will build a bond with them. Whereas if you come across as superior and the person who does things right, if you are seen that way by community as a whole, you will be respected And people will act right around you, but they won't always really respect you and they won't really like you. So you do want to be respected, and you do want to be treated with dignity. You want people to act right around you, but at the same time you want people to love you, which is one of the principles in The Prince by Machiavelli. So you want people to love you and you want people to respect you, but there has to be a mix of both. And when you come across as too perfect to people, then a lot of times they'll hate you, although they won't always show it on the surface. But if you come across as somebody who could be perfect, but they're just flawed in some way, and then people are able to relate to that, because most people feel inferior in some way, and so they feel more comfortable around you when you don't put off an air of being superior. Even though you may have grown up in an established family, and you might be the one that holds the cards in society. You might be a rich kid. It's better to come across as flawed to people, even if you do hold the cards, because you will be able to relate and connect with so many more people than you will if you come across as a spoiled little brat who is being protected by daddy's money and daddy's influence. You want to be somebody who breaks the mold and who is not a stranger to the hardship of this world, because most people are not. Most people are not sheltered. And it's hard to not fall under the shelter of the establishment. It's much easier to just go with the flow, do what other people do what people expect you to do, but you will never stand out, and you will never connect with nearly as many people as you could. So it's all about psychology. Everything in the world, all the power, it's all about psychology.